Welcome, beautiful beings. I have a new look going on than my normal yoga gear on. I wanted to create this video because I tend to talk about aliens, starseeds, paranormals in general, and my friends are constantly asking, "Anne, what is a starseed?" And so I thought that it would be great to create a video on what starseeds are and how you may be one yourself. So go ahead and grab some water, grab some tea, coffee, a snack, and let's get started. It is a very hot day today, so I'm definitely dipping into my iced tea. So I hope that overall you beings are doing well during this time. I hope that you are happy and healthy and experiencing blessings all around you. Just real quick, I just wanted to send that out from me through this video. I'm sending you love and blessings, and I hope that you feel it. I hope you feel it radiating from this video. So let's get started talking about this. I'm pretty excited because this is just very resonant with me, so I'm super excited to talk about it. So what are starseeds? Starseeds are souls from star systems that have come down here to Earth to help elevate humanity and the planet, and to bring the planet to more compassion, love, and peace. Basically helping this planet transform to a higher frequency, to a higher dimension, okay? So some people call it into a golden era of time. And starseeds were first coming down from the stars as souls, mind you, into human bodies. I believe that, it's said that they first came after World War II. I believe that they've been coming a lot before that. So much far back they've been coming here and visiting and helping out, but it wasn't until after World War II that our star ancestors saw the destruction and the harm that we could do to ourselves and our planet through the nuclear energy technology that we were creating here. And they wanted to send kind of initiates to come and help humanity to raise to a higher frequency of love and understanding and peace. So after World War II, there were 4 waves of initiates that were sent here. And I'll be talking about each of those waves in the next video, and their traits and characteristics, and the timing that they came in, and their overall purpose of each one. But I'll just name them off so you know. The first ones were the Blu-ray children, which I find so funny because we had Blu-ray DVDs. Then we had the Indigo children. Then we had Starseeds, then we had Crystal children, and then we had Rainbow children. So the 4 waves: Blu-ray, Indigo, Crystal, and Rainbow. Those were the 4 waves, and they, like I said, they came here to come and help raise up humanity. So I want to talk about how, first of all, we are all starseeds. I'm not talking about how, this is some kind of special human being and it's exclusive. No, this is absolutely inclusive. We all come from the stars, and I truly believe that we all are starseeds. It's just whether or not we've realized it yet. We all come here to Earth forgetting who we are. And we all have our own different journey. And when it comes to starseeds and human beings that resonate with this and believe that they are starseeds, that usually comes from their journey of awakening and realizing that this is who they are. So some of the characteristics, the overall characteristics of starseeds, I'm going to list off and see if you resonate with any of these, because I bet you do, especially if you're on my channel. And if you don't, and you feel kind of irritated or agitated or frustrated when watching this video, I encourage you to click off and go ahead and watch something else on your watch later playlist, because it just probably means that this isn't the message for you right now. Maybe at a later time you will feel that this does resonate with you and you can come back to it. So I just want you to remain in a state of love, and so if this is causing any agitation, it's probably just not the message for you right now, okay? So some of the traits or characteristics, I kind of want to say symptoms. I want to say like symptoms of being a starseed, but I don't want it to have like a negative effect. So this isn't like negative symptoms, but this is kind of the overall feelings and of all the waves, because in each wave there are very, very specific symptoms or signs, but I'm just going to go over the overall signs. So one of the first signs is that starseeds have no like exception for like, they do not put up with petty BS is the best way to put it, okay? So when it comes to matters as racism or, you know, being against sexual orientation or gender identity, this doesn't even matter. We love all. Starseeds love and accept all. We know that we are all here and that we can be whoever we want to be, and we embrace it. So those things are just so little. Like, why are we even fighting about this? Of course, everyone should have the same right. We are all equal. We are all of the same race. And so to correlate with this, starseeds overall have a big frustration with how the world works and how actually a lot of other beings can be so cruel and very hateful. Starseeds don't really understand like why people want to hurt other people and why they want to do harm or have ill intentions. We realize that we are all beings of the light, and so it's just very frustrating for us to see such hurt and such pain, rather than, you know, coming together and showing compassion and comforting one another. So overall, starseeds as well, they don't necessarily understand a lot of like the systems of society and rules that have been made that can be quite limiting on our creativity and who we see ourselves as. Starseeds also they're most likely identified as old souls. People see them, you're very old, you have a very old soul. You know, if you've ever been called that or heard that before, you may be a starseed. Starseeds also have this feeling that they have a bigger purpose here, okay? Now I know that I think that we all feel that we have a certain purpose here. I really hope that you do know that you have a purpose here, that you are very special, you are unique, and that your shine is needed on this planet. I hope you know that. Starseeds, overall though, they feel like they have this big purpose, this big contribution to give out, but they're not necessarily always sure of what that is. You know, that purpose may come later on in life. And starseeds also, they have this longing for home. They tend to feel a little bit isolated and lonely because starseeds just don't necessarily always bond with other human beings because of what I mentioned earlier with, you know, not really understanding this pettiness or this need to hurt other people or want to do harm to others. So they tend to be a little bit more withdrawn. That isn't always the case, but it is very common. They also have this longing, this deep longing to go home. And I don't mean home to their house or their shelter on planet Earth. I mean that they have this feeling of home that they just don't feel like they can really grasp. So even though they move from one place to another thinking that it'll get better, they still don't feel like they're at home. And that is because their home is actually from the stars. So another sign that you may be a starseed is if you just absolutely love the stars, you love the galaxy, you love to sit out underneath the sky at night and just really soak in that night sky. You may really love sci-fi or fantasy. That can also be a sign of a starseed. Just needed a sip of that tea because I am sweating. I need something to cool me down from the inside. So we talked about some of the signs of starseeds. I wanted to mention real quick something that I forgot to say earlier, which is how I had mentioned that I believe that we are all starseeds. Now, when I said that we come here, whew, getting a little download here, wow. Oh my goodness. Have you ever had that like feeling of just like intense vibration in your ears? And whoa, that's definitely an energy surging through me. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So I was saying how I believe that we are all starseeds, and the way of our journey, and I talked about an awakening. So starseeds have abilities, okay, psychic abilities, and I believe that we all have psychic abilities. However, to reach this awakening and to also kind of tap into these psychic abilities, most likely, it is usually this way, starseed beings go through traumatic events, or they have witnessed a very traumatic event, something that just really has stirred up their emotional energy, which almost forces them to go into a state of inner reflection and deep healing, okay? So whether this was like you had a crazy injury that was debilitating and you really just had to stop working and you had to just really focus on your healing journey and your inner connection, things like this, and even just emotional trauma, any type of trauma that was just really significant to you in your life and that was kind of devastating, it's almost like an ego death. And then you have this awakening of that you have this purpose, you have this higher purpose, this longing for home, and you just start to feel these signs happening, and you also start to realize that you have these abilities. So most starseeds are empaths, okay? They have more of this sensitivity. They can also have other psychic gifts, clairaudience, clairvoyance, claircognitance, or clairsentience, or all of them. Starseeds are natural healers, so if people want to be around starseeds because they just feel, other people feel like healed, they feel at peace, they feel just really, really comfortable around these starseed beings. And starseeds are, like I said, they're natural healers. So, you know, they may be able to heal themselves, they may be able to heal other beings. And also, one of the other big signs of a starseed that I forgot to mention earlier was that children and animals are very, very, very drawn to these beings, okay? So I'm just thinking, like, I literally can be anywhere. I could be in a grocery store and there's a kid, you know, sitting in its mom's basket, and it'll almost do a double take at me, or it'll smile really big and honestly want me to pick it up. It'll go, ah! And the mom will be like, do we know you? Like, you know, so just this deep, strong connection with animals and children. Those are also some signs of starseeds. So you guys, I wanted to make this video brief. I hope that this gave you a clear understanding, because I myself have watched other videos on YouTube on starseeds, and I felt like it was a bit otherworldly the way that they were talking about it, and I wanted to come on here and create my own interpretation of it, the way I see it, and simplify it so that it is more understood. And I would love to know if you feel that you are a starseed, and please give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought about it, what your thoughts are, if you think that you're a starseed, I'd love to connect with you there. If you want to connect with me personally, I have linked my social media down below, so feel free to connect with me on social media. And if you are looking, if you're in a state of your life where you're feeling like you have lower energy, you feel like you lack self-confidence, and you're really wanting to elevate your vibration, then I strongly encourage you to check out my class, which are video lessons on Skillshare called Elevate Through Self-Love. It will elevate your vibration. It will help you to see the beauty that is all around you and within you. So I hope that you check that out. Look forward to part 2, where I'm going to be talking about each one of those 4 waves of initiates to see which one that you could be. And then as well, I'll be talking about later on galactic families, because, you know, like I said, they're not just from, starseeds are not just from one star system, they're from many, just like how human beings, we have many different ethnicities and backgrounds. It's the same. There are many, many races of aliens out there, that like thousands of different ones, and who knows which one you're from. And if you're curious, then stay tuned. And I'm so happy that you were here, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.